We Were Soldiers is a gripping war film that takes its audience into the harrowing realities of the Vietnam War, focusing on the Battle of Ia Drang, the first major engagement between American and North Vietnamese forces. The film, directed by Randall Wallace and released in 2002, is an adaptation of the book We Were Soldiers Once and Young by Lieutenant General Hal Moore and reporter Joseph L. Galloway. Set in November 1965, the story centers around Lieutenant Colonel Hal Moore, played by Mel Gibson, who is tasked with leading the 1st Battalion, 7th Cavalry Regiment into the Ia Drang Valley. This location would become infamous as one of the most brutal battlefields in Vietnam. The film meticulously portrays the leadership and camaraderie among the soldiers, highlighting Moore's promise to his men that he would be the first to set foot on the battlefield and the last to leave, ensuring that no one is left behind. As the soldiers prepare for deployment, We Were Soldiers delves into the personal lives and sacrifices of both the men going to war and their families left behind. The film places significant emphasis on the emotional strain experienced by the soldiers' wives, particularly focusing on Julie Moore, played by Madeline Stowe, who becomes a pillar of support for the other wives at Fort Benning. The narrative poignantly captures the duality of duty and domestic life, revealing the heart-wrenching impact of war on families through scenes of farewells and the anticipation of dreaded telegrams delivering news of soldiers' fates. This depth of character development adds a poignant layer to the film, emphasizing that the cost of war extends far beyond the battlefield. Upon arrival at the Ia Drang Valley, the film shifts into a visceral depiction of combat, illustrating the chaos and intensity of the battle with remarkable realism. Randall Wallace employs dynamic cinematography and sound design to immerse viewers in the soldiers' experiences as they face overwhelming odds against the North Vietnamese army. The ferocity of the fighting is depicted with brutal honesty, showcasing the strategic challenges faced by Moore and the tenacity of his men as they adapt to the unfamiliar and unforgiving environment. The film does not shy away from the graphic nature of war, offering an unflinching look at the physical and psychological toll it takes on the soldiers involved. Throughout the battle, We Were Soldiers introduces viewers to key figures among Moore's ranks, including Sergeant Major Basil Plumley, portrayed by Sam Elliott, whose stoic demeanor and combat experience provide both guidance and a sense of stability to the troops. Additionally, the film follows Joe Galloway, played by Barry Pepper, a civilian reporter who becomes embedded with the unit and offers an outsider's perspective on the battle's unfolding events. Galloway's presence underscores the role of the media in documenting the war, capturing the raw and unfiltered reality of combat. His character arc from observer to active participant highlights the profound impact that witnessing such events has on individuals and their understanding of heroism and sacrifice. As the battle concludes, We Were Soldiers reflects on the lessons learned and the profound losses suffered by both sides. The film does not present a simplistic narrative of victory or defeat, but rather acknowledges the complexities and moral ambiguities inherent in war. In its closing moments, the film pays tribute to the soldiers who fought and died in the Ia Drang Valley, emphasizing their bravery and the indelible mark left on all who were involved. We Were Soldiers stands out not only as a war film, but as a tribute to the resilience and humanity of those who serve, painting a powerful portrait of courage, leadership, and the enduring bonds forged in the crucible of battle. Released in 2002, We Were Soldiers is a war drama that vividly portrays the harrowing events of the Battle of Ia Drang during the Vietnam War. Directed by Randall Wallace and based on the book We Were Soldiers Once and Young by Lieutenant General Harold G. Moore and journalist Joseph L. Galloway, the film aimed to provide an authentic depiction of the war's brutality and the heroism of the soldiers. One lesser-known behind-the-scenes fact is that the film's production team spent a significant amount of time consulting with real veterans who fought in the battle to ensure accuracy in both military tactics and the emotional portrayal of the soldiers' experiences. This dedication to authenticity was further enhanced by the choice to film in Fort Benning, Georgia, using the same training grounds where many Vietnam soldiers had once trained, adding a genuine touch to the movie's setting. In terms of casting, Mel Gibson, who played the lead role of Lieutenant Colonel Hal Moore, immersed himself deeply into the character by spending time with the real Hal Moore, who was alive during the film's production. This effort, as aimed at understanding Moore's leadership style and personal nuances, which Gibson successfully translated onto the screen. Additionally, many may not know that several actors underwent a rigorous boot camp to prepare for their roles, enduring the harsh conditions that mirrored actual military training. This intensive preparation was instrumental in helping the cast portray their characters with a sense of realism that resonated with both veterans and audiences. The ensemble cast, including Sam Elliott and Barry Pepper, brought a diverse range of perspectives to the film, enhancing its narrative depth. On a more subtle note, the film also incorporates several Easter eggs and nods to historical elements, which keen-eyed viewers might appreciate. For instance, the use of specific military jargon and call signs was not just for authenticity, but also served as a tribute to the real soldiers involved. The filmmakers also included genuine archival footage in the closing credits, blending the lines between fiction and reality, which underscores the film's commitment to honoring the true stories of those who fought in the Vietnam War. Additionally, the film's score, composed by Nick Glennie Smith, incorporates themes that subtly reference traditional military tunes, further grounding the film in its historical context. Psychologically, We Were Soldiers delves into the complex emotions and mental states of soldiers in combat, exploring themes of leadership, camaraderie, and the moral dilemmas faced during wartime. The film does not shy away from showcasing the emotional toll war takes on soldiers and their families, which was a deliberate choice by the filmmakers to humanize the characters and provide a more nuanced view of the Vietnam War. This psychological depth is mirrored in the interactions between characters, where moments of vulnerability are juxtaposed with instances of intense bravery, reflecting the duality of the soldiers' experiences. The film's focus on the personal stories of soldiers added a layer of empathy and understanding, resonating with audiences on a deeper emotional level. The impact and legacy of We Were Soldiers extend beyond its initial release, as it remains a significant cinematic representation of the Vietnam War. The film was praised for its balanced portrayal of both American and Vietnamese perspectives, which was a relatively novel approach at the time, offering a more comprehensive view of the conflict. This balanced perspective contributed to ongoing conversations about the complexities of the Vietnam War and its portrayal in media. The movie's influence is also seen in its role in educating new generations about the war, often being used as a reference point in academic discussions and military training programs. The film's emphasis on authenticity and emotional storytelling has set a benchmark for other war films seeking to honor the real-life experiences of soldiers. In conclusion, We Were Soldiers stands out not only for its gripping war sequences, but also for its dedication to accuracy and emotional depth. The film's attention to detail, from the meticulous research and consultation with veterans to the immersive performances by its cast, has earned it a place in the canon of respected war films. Its legacy continues to be felt, not only in the world of cinema, but also among those who lived through the Vietnam War, providing a poignant reminder of the sacrifices made by soldiers and their families. As a testament to its enduring impact, We Were Soldiers serves as both a historical document and a tribute to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity.